So they're playing with our emotions. Welcome back to Konkozaki Corner. I'm your boy Serge. This your boy Vim.
Yo.
And we're bringing you our latest installment of a review of My Hero Academia. That's Boku no Hero Academia. And let me get a chapter right. You wanted to be a hero more than anyone else.
Ooh, felt that there. I want to get off started. I felt this chapter, you know.
Before that, smash that subscribe button quickly. Leave a like. Now let's chop it up. Alright, you were saying.
The only reason I'm emotionally invested right now. I'm telling you now, Aizawa, we're getting a big character development on a different level. Because normally we see the very focused Aizawa. He does encourage his students, he does believe in them, but we don't know his vulnerabilities to that extent. This is a vulnerable side to him. How far do we go with this?
It's such a big concept that Kohai is playing with here. So even if we just for a second we look beyond the kind of personal attachment, this is, a story of lost my friend, died when he was young. Kind of reminds us of Naruto, Kakashi and Obito. Really kind of similar surroundings. The only difference is his friend's been turned into a puppet. Which is cold.
To an extent, it's only Obito brainwashed.
Exactly.
We see the similarities.
We see the similarities, man. That's for any of you that watch Naruto. But the thing is, it's like, obviously, you're leaving room for the idea that somehow we can reach someone that has been made into a Nomu. Now, if you can reach someone that's been made into a Nomu, how far do you take it?
How many more people can you reach? And we've got to also remember, these individuals have had their memories erased, I would say manipulated, but I want to also say that they've been fixed, chopped and fixed up again, cut into pieces, pieced together again. It's like so many experimentations they've gone through. How far gone are they to this extent? And these young boys have been out of school for a very long time.
But pause, the thing is, I think what he's trying to go for is, if you can have a strong enough emotional trigger, you can pull something up. But then the point is, are they dead? Because now you're dealing with spiritual matter. Because if he's dead, he should be a clone. Do you get what I'm saying?
I don't believe he died at that incident.
Well, no.
Oh, no, hold on.
So he must have survived within an inch of his life.
For him to have been able to be swapped the body in time. Because if the body was crushed, all he needs to do is replace it with another body in the same kind of form.
Well, not just that, but it's also like, you wouldn't really hunt live heroes to make them into Nomu. You just go to a graveyard, or to a funeral parlor. Sorry, someone freshly died. So it's a thing of, I believe we're going to learn we're going to have to learn the process of how to make a Nomu.
As to what extent does that individual need to be alive or dead?
Yeah. And
how much of them needs to survive for him to be able to carry out what he needs to do.
And then if you go to the other part of the chapter with the Nomu that Endeavor defeated, they said that one held onto his personality.
Yeah.
Is that dependent on the willpower or the strength of the individual hero or the quirked individual to make that happen? So right now, the range of things that could be are so widespread.
Definitely.
So I'm looking beyond the emotion. Now I'm touched. I like the fact, like you said, we're going into another side of Aizawa. What we can expect is the moment you're going to emotionally invest an individual is when you're going to bring them to the battlefield. That's how I look at it.
Yeah, okay.
Because you're not just investing them to make them say kumbaya and
this is the funny thing,
and then leave it to someone else.
If they can reach their friend, this is a crazy ally. Think about it. All for One put this individual that he created as a right-hand man ally for Shigaraki tomorrow. So why wouldn't he be a good asset to the heroes? That's as simple as it has to be, because he wouldn't have created him to be a servant for the master.
Exactly, and it's just a thing of what else is possible in this world, because I know this is completely different, but it's now making me think of other possibilities of what Kohai might do. It's like, there's been a lot of, quickly, I don't believe, so the whole theory of Dabi being a Todoroki, and them saying that Toya was killed. Was he killed? And was he brought back?
Now we're bringing it to the end. No, but Dabi got nothing to really do with All for One. Or we don't know that just yet.
Well, probably not. But I'm saying it's just in the concept of the story, where the story is going.
Yeah, fair,
Because it's a fine line when you start manipulating death and bringing back people in life. You can go too far with it.
And I don't think I want to touch that area, to be honest, because as much as quirks he's created, he doesn't have a quirk that brings people back from the dead. There isn't such a quirk in the inability to do so. But what he can do is he can create a body to come back to life because of a quirk that he places in it, potentially.
Well, it would also go with the science. If you look at the appearance of All For One, he looks messed up.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? So obviously, him and the Doctor come from a background where they are experimenting, steroid use, performance-enhancing drugs, playing with all kinds of mal. But basically, the question is now we have to see where the story is going to take us into some kind of flashback to what All For One and the Doctor were really up to. That's my main question, is the detail of how we got here. Because until we know how we got here, this is just endless possibilities.
Do you know what I think Kara is going to show us? We're going to reach Aizawa's friend. We're going to reach him to the point where he's able to speak, but not very clearly. However, we might get the story of, this is how I've come to be here. And that's the only way I can see this even unfolding to the point where they're going to understand the real mindset of this.
Listen, it can go so many ways.
Crazy.
So many ways. But I predict Aizawa's going to get busy in this war. He's going to have to fight. And it's just going to be some epic stuff.
No, definitely. I would say this though, I like the little comedy from Mr. Speaker, man.
Yeah.
He's funny. He is funny. And I could tell that their friendship, the three of them, it's sort of a similarity that you see right now in our younger generation, and it's all about parallels and reflections of how people are growing up and coming. And also the top three of the UA at the moment, they're all three close friends, so they're all together making sure that they build each other up.
They're not close friends. They're going to become close friends.
The top three in UA?
Well, Bakugo.
No, the top three. The million.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Okay, now I thought, well, for me, the top three Bakugo Midoriya.
They're getting there. Come on, they're getting there.
Well,
and you don't think Bakugo and Deku are like this? Come on, man.
Not
Don't be fooled by that, bro. Don't be fooled, bro.
Come on, man. I like the rivalry.
The rivalry's there. The rivalry's there to push them. Trust me. But they'll watch out for each other, 100%.
Big up Aizawa's teaching style. I like the whole concept of expel people. Like, make them feel... Because as a kid, when you get expelled, you feel like you've lost everything.
Make them feel deaf. That is cold, but it makes sense, though.
Yeah, it's going to push them to that next level. So big up Aizawa, man.
Definitely.
But, guys, where do you guys think that Kohai is taking this concept with the Nomus? How do you think it's going to work? What do you think is going on? Please let us know in the comment section down below. If you haven't already,
smash the subscribe button, guys. Hit the like button. Share the video. The more you share, the more we grow. But from Conqueror's Aki Corner, it is
peace out.